In order to be in our center, you have to know who you are. Hi, I'm Sweet Medicine Nation, and I'm here to look at this timing that we're in, this very particular moment in time. And I'm sure if you're not in this place I'm speaking about, you will experience it or already have. So when we speak about having integrity, and when we also consider what does it mean to be present here, we have to look at how are we aligned and what alignment means to us. So again, I come from an Indigenous base, which I follow and am a part of by my blood. And alignment to us is being a very simple thing, being within your body, aware of your space and what's around you. The other part is knowing what is outside of you and the energies that you choose to go into. For myself, I don't like to do things that are corrosive to my nature. So you won't find me in a bar very often, maybe a pub in England, because I can have a sandwich there. But I'm just saying that for me, making sure of the environment around me helps to make this alignment so I don't go into a wobble. And out in this world today, there are so many forces, so much social media and news about this or that, this thing, and tragedies and floods and hurricanes and earthquakes, that what it tends to do is throw us off our center. In order to be in our center, you have to know who you are. And when you know who you are, and you're in that sweet spot, we call it 0 point, but not like some people think of it, because 0 represents that we are right within our world. And our world is this moment, or this next moment, or the next moment. And within it, we feel, how are we? What are we thinking and entertaining? And what's in our surrounding? And so choosing the environment you choose to be in is like choosing the clothes you're going to wear today. And what's important to me is that, is there a wholeness? Do you feel fractured? Do you feel beat up by the media and what's going on in the world? Do you feel like you're a victim of all this incoming at you? Stop. Look at things. Go back to what you know, what you feel, and where you're at. And re-choose what you're going to do. So that when there is even a fight, let's say, or a disagreement with somebody, or some really bad news has just befalled you, if you can stop and take a few breaths and know where are you with the news. Because before the news came, you were somewhere not expecting a shock, not worried about something maybe. So if you go back to that place and you re-center in what am I feeling, where am I at, and what's in my environment. And if it feels like it's caustic, if it feels like it's painful, and some things require that, a shock of a death of a family member or a friend, something that you weren't expecting as a diagnosis for life and for your neighborhood even. You know, there are times when it is normal to feel something, but to feel centered and feel at the same time is a choice. So we're in a very unique time of peeling skins. We're shedding what we don't need, But many people have no training or understanding of what that means. So what I would want to say is that when you find this moment where you feel fractured or shattered or lost, alone, and feeling like everything is on you, that's in that moment. But you can take that breath. What do you feel in your body? And if you're feeling pressure or sadness or even grief, you can breathe that in because it's real, and you can breathe it out. We have an opportunity to clean ourselves every time we breathe in and breathe out. Even trees do this to offer us the oxygen that we breathe. So all living things have this breath. Even the Mother Earth breathes. So using our breath, which is spirit, it's also this divine thing that animates this sacred bundle we live in. And breathing is a gift. So far, they don't charge us for it. So it's something that we get to do. We get to remember that we have this sacred precinct, this altar, this bundle, that's your body. And you get to decide who walks into it, just like a church, what thoughts you're going to think. You're not going to have a beer party in there if you're trying to calm down. You're not going to bring in loud music and shattering, breaking glass. So you step back, you decide what do you want, even though you may feel upset, and then you allow. For us, we get out our sage and we smudge. Because to go into an inner space, we have to remember, we have to prepare ourselves. And sometimes we don't have time to prepare ourselves. I mean, I hit a deer once, and I was in shock and I was worried, and I knew that I needed to take an action for the deer's sake and get it off the road and my car. And so I had to think, I didn't intend to do this. The deer just jumped out. I have to let go. There's a greater plan. And I just sat with the deer as it was crossing and was breathing with it. Someone stopped and said, "What can I do to help you?" And I said, "We're doing it. We're just breathing together. We're just being in this transition together." So you can do that for yourself. I'm feeling shattered. I'm feeling scared. I'm worried about things. Acknowledge it and then breathe with it, and it will dissipate, because air is spirit and it will renew you, just like charging up your cell phone. So I hope that this helps, because alignment is like anchoring. You don't want to be blown over by the shocks of the world, and you don't want someone else to tell you how you should feel. So you have to get in contact now with what are you feeling in this moment. Just check in with your body. What are you feeling? Tension in your shoulders, butterflies in your stomach, sad, and just acknowledge it. Make it your friend. Be with it because it's there. And then breathe through it and out. And that's how many different techniques that we do for the rites of passage we go through that are ordeals. That's how we get through them. We just breathe into them. And remember that we are more than this body, and that we are connected to the divine. So I hope that this helps you to understand what we're capable of, and this is part of the magic and the sacredness of each one of our lives, to be here on our Mother. So I'll see you again later. Bye-bye for now.